Hello, welcome to Primrose Lake fans. I'm your host, Sarah Daniels. This is an Insider's playthrough. This is a new introduction to Chapter 3 because I recorded this whole introduction using another software because I was having a little trouble with my preferred software, only to discover that the sound did not record. So I'll let you see that. It's just me babbling away as I do, but you can't hear anything. You probably like that a little bit. We're going to proceed with episodes 7 through 9. Chapter 3 of Welcome to Primrose Lake. Title here is Who's Who. Last we checked in, Jenny and Jessica were both alive and well, but separated and not aware of each other's well-being. Jessica had found the spooky manor, and Jenny gotten herself into a little bit of trouble. So let's check in with them, shall we? Hello there. Here we are back at the diner. It is day 3 in Primrose Lake. We've gotten quite far. Yep, all those achievements. It's awesome. I'm going to tell you right now we may have a guest appearance from my cat. She has chosen today to be vocal and demanding. She wants me to run around and play with her. But instead I'm doing this. I'm actually waiting for a build for Primrose Lake 2. So I thought, while I'm waiting for that, I might as well record a few more sessions here. I'm excited about the second one. Too quiet on the Western Front. I hear you, Harley. Everyone hears her. So Mags knows Sugar really well, right? So Sugar's feeling a little pouty because it's just crickets here. Now what we know is that Doc, excuse me. Hey, what are you doing back there? Harley Quinn. She's getting into something. Nobody. So the Doc is mending up Ox, who got his head bashed in by his cousin Jessica. Chip is with him, we presume. And Sheriff's probably at the cafe getting a latte. Nobody? Not even Doc Brown? Damn that Carlyle girl. Ah, typo. There should be a comma there. Profanity still requires proper punctuation. Profanity still requires proper punctuation. Yeah? Alliteration. That's a tough one. That's a tongue twister. Maybe everyone slept in. I don't know about you guys, but I would like to sleep in these days. Don't run out of food. Alright, let's get some eggs going. Oh, we've got new pie. We got blueberry pie. Raccoon. Coffee here. Trying to max those out. Alright. Okay, now I think I've got everything I need. Alright, losing a few hearts, but I'm getting my combos. I've really struggled with where I should put the camera. If I put it in the wrong place, you guys can't see gameplay, which I feel is, you know, pretty important since that's kind of the point of the whole thing. Yeah. So, we're covering up the score, so you don't know how many stars I'm getting. But, let's serve her. I find the level balancing so crazy. We have so many products, which is really fun. But it does mean that you slow down a lot on this level for gameplay. Because there's just so many orders you're processing. Oh, and I'm not going to be able to. I could have started that up, maybe. Another egg going. Pie and salad. That's a person who feels like he is making good excuses for his diet. What, Mom? Don't be mad at me. I had salad with my pie. Very healthy tomato salad. That's how I justify things. Of course I can buy this pie. There's also, look, this little sprig of parsley on the plate. And one more. Where am I? I'm not even at 1 star yet. I'm hoping more customers come in. 4. Maybe all of these will push me over. 2 star, 3 star. Got it all. There we go. Oh, Jessica. Now, when I was writing this, I thought that there was going to be a real suspension of disbelief that people would confuse these women. But I've even had reviewers not only mix them up, but call them by the same name. Jennifer and Jessica, I understand they both start with a just sound, but I grew up in Arizona, where there are very large families. There's a large population of LDS church members there, and many families would choose a letter of the alphabet and then name everyone in the family a name, an alliterative name. So Jennifer and Jessica, you should be able to tell them apart. But it works for my storyline. I've realized that I didn't come up with something so ridiculous that people wouldn't be able to tell them apart. Sure, Mags recommends my blueberry pie. Next thing I know, you're serving it at the cafe. What? No, of course, Jessica has no idea what's going on because she's never been here. Blammo! Why don't we say blammo anymore? I feel like we need to bring that back. Blammo. I don't eat meat. I'm not going to steal your ham sandwich. So this is... They're going to ignore her. Our next objective is a reverse objective, which... I know, I'm foreshadowing. Who are you? Wait, what? Who are you? But I wanted Jessica to come in here. I wanted this, all of the personalities to be able to react to her. A cheese omelet and some toast. She, of course, is ravenous. You're in here again? Fiona doesn't recognize. So no one understands why she's being so standoffish and aloof. And of course, Jessica hasn't had the opportunity to interact with anyone because, you know, she's been tied up in a sawmill. So, don't serve Jessica. This is a reverse objective. So she's going to order, and then you don't serve her, which, for me, feels a little counterintuitive. Raccoon. And I know I say it every time. But I'm assuming some of you are skipping ahead to just the levels, and so you actually want to know when I'm getting the raccoon, because that's one of the #1 questions we get. Oh my gosh, I'm falling down on the job here. Eggs. Eggs, more eggs. So for me, these objectives don't mean anything because you get a call to action and you don't respond to them. But again, games are made by teams, and I was the only one who felt that way. And so it's in there. And it also works for the storyline. I mean, you have to brainstorm, like, what are other solutions? And I'd be fascinated to hear your opinions as players. Like, what would you do in this situation where the goal is really obvious, which is we want them to spurn Jessica because they think she's Ginny, and but you know, we can't rebuild an entire game engine just to make one objective work. That's a real thing. And this, let's see, can I do all three? Yes. Got them all. She almost got me that time. You get to this point where you're doing like this call to, you know, call to action, and you don't want to mess it up. And that's pretty perfect timing. Serve the last piece of pie and check everybody out. The one thing I will say that my designer did that I do like is that there is some degree of predictability of what's going to happen here with the orders, because at least everyone at the tables seems to order the same thing. You get that 3 stack of flapjacks and what? An orange smoothie? Seems good. So, by beating the objective, I got the 3rd star that time. So, the objectives do figure into your points. So if you're ignoring them as a matter of course, and you're just like, that's just too much to worry about, and you're not able to get that 3rd star, go back, look at your levels, see when you haven't gotten an objective, and then play to get the objective, and that might push you over the top. Hey Fee, are my clothes ready yet? Why would I ask you that? I do love Fiona. I'll say this, if you're going to be in the game industry, and there are a number of people in the game industry who do not seem that enamored of what they're creating, there's plenty of stuff. We don't have to kill people for a living. Like, there are plenty of stories to tell, and there are plenty of worlds to create, and you should be as much of a dork as I am and be able to play through your game and go, I really like that character. Oh, I like that character too. Oh, I really like that one. And I know it makes me a doofus, and I'm totally okay with that. Here's your shirt. Oh, what's happening here? Oh my gosh. I didn't mean to scare you. It's almost like I've been tied up somewhere. It's the first food I've eaten. I don't know. Profoundly amused. Don't let Chip talk to Jessica. Okay, so she's going to try to sneak over here and pull her out of there. And you do not want that. So many reasons. Raccoon! Alright, one more egg. We got all our pie. Oh. And this one does make me crazy. We moved over our French fries. So if you're having a little trouble with your muscle memory, that's probably why. We will not be doing that in the sequel. Just as a general rule, when you're designing things, you want to kind of lock in your brain while you're playing. You want to kind of lock things into a place, because the big key here is we're establishing muscle memory. We want players to be able to build on the skills that they've learned previously. It's like learning an instrument, learning a sport. You don't want them to have to forget something that they've learned in order to advance to the next level. It's just not a lot of fun. But that was a debate internally, and so sorry players, You do not get that. La 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 la. Have I done it right? Okay. I like stacking them up. And our, we call them appliances. Our appliances in this level are really spread out. So I find that I've got to actually move my head to look at everything. You're like, do I have pie? What's going on over here? Yeah, that's good though. I will find that if you're worried about Chip, the designer, have I said this already? Am I losing my mind? The designer has set it up so that as the orders come in at the table, he also advances. So there's almost always an action that you can take in the upper quadrant of the game that will also lead you to stop Chip in his tracks. You're not making a lot of special trips to go and achieve your objective here, so that's good to know. It's a thing to notice on level 27. Hello? You don't have to call me a lady. Again, thanks, just to amuse me. Chip knows me, you don't have to call me a lady. Are you excited? You should try it on. I should, shouldn't I? I should leave right now. She's got her backpack. It's a little hidden by Chip, so if you didn't notice it. What's in the pack? She just runs away. So now Chip obviously feels that there's some reason that having two of these women is a threat of some kind, right? An otherwise sane, though curmudgeonly individual does not go about stalking somebody. And we know he's been talking to somebody on the phone, so unless he's just a bad guy, that's possible. Ah, Sheriff, good morning. Love a good country scramble. I can't eat commercially raised pigs anymore. They make me incredibly sick, so I don't get to eat ham very often unless I know someone who raises them, which I'm lucky enough to do, or you know, you go to a farm. If you can get yourself a good country scramble, I recommend it. It's a little side note, but you know, commercially raised meat, it's getting weird. But I recommend everyone try out, you know, eating an animal that they've met in real life. Changes how you feel about eating them. They're not wrapped in cellophane. Respond to the sheriff. Now, finding out all kinds of things. Raccoon? Oh, and now we've got chocolate sauce. That's exciting. I myself have not had a lot of, Oh, monkey, what happened? Now's when things get real, because I am... Oh, why? Okay, hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, chocolate sauce. Come on. Why aren't you going in there? I'm gonna have to rewatch this video and figure out why it didn't serve, because that's not the first time that it's happened to me. The best I can think of is that I'm speed clicking, which does happen. You think you've clicked one thing and you haven't. Alrighty. I need some eggs. Get to talk to the sheriff. I need to stop chattering away. Focus on what I'm doing here, people. Egg, steak. Oh, so she's telling me no for reasons I don't understand. That's an interesting thing. Did you guys catch that? Alright. See if I can get... Oh, it's because I'm doing 4. Oh. Can't help myself. It's a 4 click. Sorry, guys. Did I get them all? No idea what's going on here. Wait, blueberry pie. Blueberry pie, quick! Alright. It's a lot of orders. I do not like how slow I have to go on those. Whoops. Alright. That it? Maybe I should have made myself a double. A single isn't going to carry the day, people. That should keep me running the rest of the day. Bet you're happy you missed that Carlyle girl after all. Chip is just doing his level best to act like he's not there. Anybody recognize these? No, you don't, Chip. No, you don't. Oh! Look at that! We made it to the end of our visit to the diner. Let's go in here and spin some coinage. 22. Everyone's back. Let's do this one. Alright, and now we can't buy anything else there. Oh! Nope. We've seen all these people before. They're lovely people. And our achievements. I just don't like the exclamation points. They make me a little crazy. Wow. We are just racking them up. The resort. Wow, you can see the whole town from here. She's had a good night's sleep. It's probably too much to hope that there's an espresso and an omelet hiding somewhere in here. Hi. Yes, I agree. So we've read those notes. We've broken the door. We've burned the kindling. Now what do? She's got to make a choice, right? Does she go back to this crazy town? She doesn't have any way to get out of here. Oh, binoculars. There's Main Street. Oh, what are these two doing? Chip, I do not believe you when you said you don't recognize these sunglasses. Jessica's like, yeah, I don't trust you guys either. Who do I trust? Who does she trust? Jake's just... What is he saying to her? Oh! Apparently she didn't like it. He means well, he just has no game. No game. Oh, Jessica's hiding. This must be the cafe. So it's dark in there. So the sheriff can't see Jessica. Come with me, people. Come with me. But Ginny can. They're good binoculars. Alright? Infrared. Infrared. Heat detecting. I've got to get back there before she disappears again so I can finally get a ride out of this weird little town. Yay! Alright, and with that, we are going to pause, and I will be right back with episode, what are we up to, 8 of the Insider playthrough of Welcome to Primrose Lake. Be right back.